Whether you call it a hobby or just an activity that you're interested in, making sure that you have something positive to do in your downtime is vitally important to your overall well-being. And as a parent, it is also important that we help our teens find positive activities to get involved in. And this morning, Master Mom Amanda Olson is here to discuss keeping our teens engaged in positive activity. Appreciate you being here today.
Thank you. Good to be here.
This is the first time I've had a chance personally to talk to you in person here in the studio.
Yes,
so
a good
welcome
feeling.
back. It is
you.
a good feeling. But you know, we're coming through this quarantine time, and a lot of teens have been basically inside with their parents, and it is a tough time. But finding them something positive to engage in is very, very important, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, for teenagers, and they're really teens are a passion of mine. I really enjoy them. I love watching them grow and seeing them do things and helping them through tough times. And this is kind of a tough time where they don't really know what to do. You know, they're not really adult enough, you know, but they're not a little kid. And just helping them find those things where they can connect with other people their age, where they can have a good mentorship, and then also being able to find a place to belong, because that is such a huge thing for a teenager. You know, it's just finding people that they connect with, that accept them, that laugh with them, and you know, I love the way they interact and make fun of each other, and you know, just kind of, they're still little kids in that respect, you know, and if they don't have that, it's really difficult for them to kind of figure out who they are. So, you know, especially they're in this time where they were kind of isolated. You know, they're old enough to do things on their own at home, so you don't have to supervise them all the time. But it's a good thing to check in and say, you know, what are you doing with your downtime? You know, let's see if we can't find something more fun than just a video game or you know, something like that.
It's just that simple sometimes, I think, too, isn't it? It's just having that conversation, getting those conversations started with your team.
Yeah, you know, I'm busy. I remember when the kids were teens and they're all going different ways, and you know, you're working and taking care of different things, but just being mindful of setting time aside to talk to your child about, you know, what are your interests? Well, you know, what do you like about these friends? You know, how come y'all connect? What is it? And then if they're not connected, if they are alone, definitely a good time to have a conversation about, well, what do you enjoy doing? What do you like? You know, and it might be that they really just enjoy reading. You know, they don't want to necessarily be around a lot of people, but maybe an online book club or something where they could read but still connect with others in a way they're comfortable with. You know, that could be a fun thing too.
Do you find sometimes that teens especially really want to like specialize? They want to do one thing and do it all the time because they really enjoy it. When and sometimes it's better if you kind of spread yourself out a little bit and try some other activities.
It is, and you know, that's good for us too, you know, because we can get kind of stuck in an identity, you know, and be afraid to step out of that box. So teaching teens that it's okay to, I tried this and I didn't like it, or I tried this and wow, that was really fun, I want to do that again, you know, and supporting them during that, you know, not just saying, dropping them off and not asking about it, because they are going to want to talk about it. They are going to want to say, don't take me back to that, I don't want to do that again, you know, but find out why, you know, and get to know your teen as they're starting to grow into an adult.
Just trying new things. And you, with Olson's Martial Arts Academy right down here, you see this firsthand. You see what the effects of positive activity have on teenagers. Oh,
absolutely. You know, I have, we have a lot of teens there. And like I said, it's one of my favorite groups to work with. And the reason why is, one, the potential that they all have. And then two, especially some teens that are going through difficult times, we can really, you know, give them a safety net, a support system, and help them learn how to get that confidence. And it may be that martial arts is a catalyst for them to be able to do other things that they want to do, you know, go to college, get a job, you know, it's like, I know Connor's doing all that, looking at all that.
Yeah,
that's so exciting.
It's a real, he's running himself ragged a little bit. So, but no, it's a great time for him too, because I think it's a learning experience when you find out you got a job. And you want to get some activities in there too and have some fun. It's how you allocate your time, and I think that's a big part of this as well.
Yeah, you know, and for him to have you to support him and all that and help him navigate. And I know he's doing a lot of it on his own. But he knows you're there helping him.
And that's a good thing. As parents, we need to be that backstop sometimes.
Absolutely, yes.
And when you're talking, I know when and I have to come clean here. My son Connor was at Olson's for a long time, and I would sit there with all those other parents and watch when he was in there learning. That is a big part of this. The whole experience there at Olson's is having that parental involvement as well.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and we love the parents to be involved, and the more they tell us about how we can help their child, the better job we can do.
And I think that applies to everything we've talked about this morning.
Yes.
Absolutely. Just talk with your child.
Yeah.
All right, Amanda Olson, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, we got some information for you right there. Olson's Martial Arts Academy, a very positive activity. It's happening just down the street here on Cherry Street. Go to olsonsma.com or ask Master Mom. If you got a question, askmastermom.com is a great resource.